Welcome back to the Realmhattan Project. This is episode 52, Because I Said So, Collecting and PulseCon 101. We're going to be talking about collector tips. Maybe, everybody doesn't know everything. Maybe there's something you didn't know. You're going to find out about it. We're also going to talk about PulseCon. It's going to be super exciting. We can't even just get the words out to discuss the terrible and awesome things that we have seen and witnessed there. It includes jerseys, obnoxiously colored jerseys. How was Stu's shirt this year, Derek?
I think he got my message.
Perfect.
He wore a Hasbro Pulse shirt today. Only caught the beginning of the streams, so I don't know if he had a wardrobe change during the show.
Yeah.
But he only wore a Hasbro Pulse shirt today, so I think he got my message.
Yeah, but he must have passed on, some of his original wardrobe to the Transformers team there.
To the other guy, the hockey jerseys, I'm not gonna lie though, I was feeling that Hot Rod jersey though. I was.
Were you though? The incorrect Hot Rod jersey?
Hot Rod jersey?
Yeah. You said the incorrect one?
It said
1984 on it.
Hot Rod yeah, it should have said 86. Yeah, I know it should have said 86. So I think you could send a note to them and they can, modify it. Because I looked up the site and the site it was kind of a cheesy, it was a generic clothing site of which I'm kind of I kind of feel suspect on, but for the most part, I think if you send them a note and ask them to change things, they may be able to change it. Because I would prefer 86 on that jersey for Hot Rod.
Well, I got to give credit where credit's due. Bring someone that noticed that, because I was trying to give Eric crap about that dude wearing a murderer support shirt on live television, the Hot Rod jersey.
Murder,
and I totally missed the 84 thing, dude. Brink caught that one.
Yeah,
murder hero. Murder hero.
But like I said, I was feeling that jersey with the exception of the number. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But dude did have on the Hasbro shirt, so I couldn't rage. I didn't have an excuse to rage out today about it. So good on you.
I asked him to show it to us. I
know you did. I know you did. I saw the. I was like, I said that's Ricky.
Show us your shirt.
Yeah. So, but I was really appreciating him being generic today. Thank you, Thu, very much. I'm still a fan. I'm still gonna be a fan. But I promise you, when you have on the wrong shirts, I'm definitely gonna be able to tell you about it. I'm always gonna be here. Count on it. All right. Shout out to Thu, because he watches Realmhattan Project every week.
Yeah,
right.
I liked that it was all live this time too. I thought that was not better than the past years.
I feel like Dan Larson was way underused. I felt like he was just kind of pushed to the side, dude. Like he definitely.
Well, he was just there to host. That's why.
Even when he was hosting, if you watched it, even when he was hosting, he was just kind of standing there. I thought they were saving him up for G.I. Joe because he's a big G.I. Joe fan, but even then they just barely used him.
Is that right? Yeah, because I missed the whole G.I. Joe thing. I know we're gonna go over that tonight, but I know at the beginning, him and Dan Larson. I mean, I love the way that they were paired together with the lady. I can't never remember that girl's name, but seeing her Thu and Dan Larson together, that segment actually went pretty smooth, and I really appreciated it. I know, Dan is a seasoned vet when it comes to this type of stuff because they're reading off of teleprompters and all of that on what to say and everything, and then Dan just flows with it. Thu he flowed with it pretty good too. Another girl, of course, that she's a natural, but seeing them do it was pretty cool. The other three guys though, after that, I was looking at them, I was just like, yo, they don't know what they're doing. But coming from somebody that knows about that behind the scenes stuff, and when they're waiting for stuff to come in and do all that, do all the stuff that they're supposed to be doing, man, I kind of appreciated them going through that and trying to get themselves organized and get together and everything. But I had to cut off watching it because I had some work stuff come up, and then I had to, break away to do that, and I never get a chance to come back to it. So, but
Well,
I'm looking forward to hearing it from y'all tonight. So
yeah. And yeah, we'll save the rest of the PulseCon till a little bit later. E, what's going on?
Nothing much, Another week down, another quarter down. Our quarter at work officially ends.
Your mic cut out?
Yep.
Oh.
You're muted,
Shout out to the GoFundMe for EE's new headset. I'll be posting the link up for that later. All right. Still can't hear you, brother. Yeah.
I think he said give him 1 sec. He said pass it to the next guy.
Next.
Pass it to the next guy.
GoFundMe /EE's mic.
Derek, how's your week been?
What happened?
How was my week? Oh my God. Yo.
Yeah,
First of all, the birthday shenanigans has been on all week. Thank y'all
it's
very
your
much.
birthday week?
It's my birthday week, Dom.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Dom.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Thank you, Dom. Appreciate that,
No worries. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
No. I appreciate you just acknowledging my birthday, Dom.
No problem, buddy.
Especially since last year you didn't acknowledge it till November. But anyway, thank you. But yo, for everybody that shouted me out for my birthday, I appreciate y'all so much. Including the guys here, and love y'all to death. Y'all know that, and I had a very good week this week. The week's actually it's not even over yet because I got some other things going on for this weekend that the family is planning for me.
Month celebration.
Yeah. Oh no, I ain't. This is just 49, but next year.
50.
Ooh. 49.
Next year, man. Look, I was told by your girl that she's got something.
His girl?
And apparently no.
Does it involve an island?
You know what I'm talking about. She's got something planned for next year that she already has been reaching out to some of y'all on. So I don't know who she reached out to yet, but yeah, there's some good things that are going to be going on for next year that I'm looking forward to. So I'm just looking forward to it happening because next year is going to be 50, and hey, I'm just loving the fact that I'm still here. I'm still vibing, and I'm still doing the things that I love, and still have the people that I appreciate the most around me on a daily basis. And I thank y'all for that. And I appreciate all the love that y'all showed me this week. Appreciate y'all to the fullest. Y'all don't even know. Y'all do know, but
You make me cry.
Ricky.
Ain't nobody got time for that, Dom. So anyway, so yeah. But thanks, y'all. No, for real. Thanks so much, y'all. Appreciate it. Derek is a Thuvian. Is that what you said? What is a Thuvian?
He said that's what his fans must call him. Talking about a Thu fan.
Oh man,
Thuvian. I love it.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? By the way, tough game last night.
Oh shoot, he's gonna pick up that scar.
I got to throw him straight in. I knew that was coming. As soon as I saw him look down this keyboard, I knew what was about to happen.
Kicked him
straight
out
to the cornfield. Wow. Don't come around here talking that crazy
His
shit.
Birthday boy. His birthday boy. There's your birthday present.
But oh, he kicked me out. Oh, dang!
He was just talking so much he didn't even realize he was gone.
Now he kicked out.
No, I didn't kick out Dom.
No, Dom. Dom's net just crapped.
Man, but yeah, man. All in all, Gort, I've been having a great week so far. Thanks very much.
Let me shuffle here a little. Ricky, how's your week?
It's been good, man. Baseball season, I mentioned started back up for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting up preseason warm-ups and stuff, and got a phone call Sunday night from the head coach from last year. They're actually starting up a hand-picked kind of travel ball light team from the rec teams. And they asked if Isaac wanted to join. So now we're actually playing for 2 different teams during the season.
Oh wow.
And we're doing right now during preseason, we'll be 2-3 days practice, 1 day full of games, usually in Orlando. And then once the rec ball season actually starts, I could be anywhere from 4 to 5 days a week doing baseball with him. So that's gonna be fun. He's really, really kind of opened up into it this year. I mentioned before, he's decided that he's taking this serious. Like he really wants to do this. So he's kind of turned that corner. I was talking about it with EE because EE played baseball when he was younger too. There was always those guys on the team that you could tell they were good. Like, they're pretty good at baseball, but they kind of goofed off and really didn't take it too serious. And then you'd go away for a summer, come back to fall, and all of a sudden, like this switch had turned on in them and they were just going full tilt. I promise you, just sitting back and watching, that just happened to Isaac, and I didn't even realize that switch had happened in him. Like he is just out there 100%ing it on the field. So I'm actually looking forward to seeing how that goes. Not to, and so that's them. So, and not to take anything from my dude Derek's birthday this past week, but a more important birthday happened this past week, which was Batman's birthday.
Oh, dude, he's saying you're more. It's like fuck Derek. It's Batman.
Man, I thought he was gonna say his son, one of his sons, or
Batman.
Kara's birthday.
Okay, no one cares, so I won't talk about it. Next, that was my week, man. Working baseball.
No, we care about that. Batman. We just don't care about Batman.
Well, we don't care about that because, well, that's what I was leading into, so we don't care about it. So, Dom, how was your week?
Yeah, my week was pretty good. We were busy, just enjoying myself and just relaxing. So nothing.
Cares,
yeah, no one cares, right? I didn't have a birthday. Sorry.
We forgive you.
No problem. Still working from home, enjoying.
But you will have one.
I will. I do have a birthday, but it's not anywhere close. Or I feel sad because I can't celebrate a birthday like Derek. Special times.
But you can though.
No.
Hey yo, because if I remember correctly, your birthday's in December, right?
No, July. But there you get.
July. Oh, it
I'm a summer.
I don't know why
I'm a summer
it was
boy.
December.
Nah.
Oh, you know what I think it was? Because all them pieces we were sending you is around Christmas time, wasn't it? I think that's what it was.
I get toys every day.
I thought it was your birthday, so I was just like, "Yo,
if you go buy how many?
Yeah, let me send them one too. Happy birthday, Dom. All right, so July, okay, all right.
Yes,
hey, yo, Dom. July, I'm gonna make sure you have a great birthday.
Yes, thank you.
We're gonna celebrate all 61.
It's not a big one. It's not a big one like you. It's not a 50. It's 46. It'd be 46.
Yo, y'all killing me with these memes.
Of course, it's Eric because that's like the only thing he can do.
Wait. You said you're gonna be 36 next year?
46.
Oh, 46?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm about to say, man, you look 36.
No, I'm not that young. I wish I was 36.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. I should throw the towel in a long time ago. But no, my week was great.
Nah, I got you next year though.
Nothing too eventful, but thanks guys for having me on. I don't know why you have me on, but that's okay. I'll be more than happy to join you.
Well, Eric needs to share his memes with somebody.
Yeah. I feel like
I
Eric
need someone to pick on tonight.
He wants to pick on me tonight.
Oh, all night long.
That's all he does is pick on me.
I mean, that's how it used to be, right?
Yeah, that's how it used to be.
Now, Eric, your headset's working. How was your week?
My week was fine.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Company didn't screw up any decimal points this week.
Not that I heard of. Everything went fine. Week was good.
Rolling.
Everything was fine until last night, huh? Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. Every time he's gonna come back on and it's gonna bump me off.
I'm only giving them shit because Niners is my team. So
okay.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately,
we still.
Wow. Okay.
Listen, Ricky. Stop living your, stop living through your son's, baseball dreams. We all know you sucked.
Probably that's why I wasn't in the major leagues like you were, right?
No, yeah. I played for Kansas City. Watch me.
Man, that's the whole point of having kids, live vicariously through them. What the fuck you
I'm not
talking
trying
about?
to live, but that's the thing is I'm not like that. Like he wants to do it.
Yeah, I know. That's good.
Dom, did you get your PulseCon exclusives?
Did I get my? Yes, I did order some. Not all, but some.
You didn't get 2 of each?
No, I did. That
They weren't-
stops.
They weren't up early like they used to be.
I did get 2 of the.
Did you buy them? Did you check at 12 o'clock today? At noon?
I did
Were
check
they
it.
there?
They were up. They were
Yeah,
up. You guys.
It's
It's only to premium members. You gotta pay that $50, Eric. Sorry. I know you're on a budget, but I'll send you a $50 gift card. No worries.
What's that supposed to mean?
You can take it whatever you want to take it. I could just dish it back. So
You're lucky we're live right now, or I'd take it a real bad way. But we're gonna keep the show, and we'll save those jokes for
see, you only have to take it
unaired.
Why you have to take it so bad? Like make it G. Why can't you make it rated G? Jesus, like you can like make fun of
Jesus
me. Not,
with a
Excuse me,
J.
we don't bring up religion on this show.
oh,
No
okay,
politics, no religion, no wrestling.
Sorry, Jesus.
And his name starts with a J, not a G.
Unless we're talking about Rock Jesus.
Rock Jesus.
We don't even bring up him anymore either.
Then it starts with a W.
Wow.
Fuck his Cowboys.
Wow. I'm gonna tell him that.
Tell him he's watching right now. Fuck your Cowboys, Wes.
Right. Right. Oh man.
No
Oh,
sports
man. Oh, man.
This is why you wonder why your back window's broken.
I don't talk to nobody around here. I ain't pissing anybody off around here yet.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Wow.
If you talk to us like we're your friends, I can only imagine. What
Ladies
you're
and
doing to your
gentlemen, this is the
neighbors.
Spill the Tea section of the guy show.
True story. My
True
wife,
story.
I was outside cleaning up the glass, right? Neighbor comes outside,
What do you
starts
say?
talking to me, right? So we're talking back and forth, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
She knows my wife pretty well, right? They walk to school together because the kids go to the same school. And she was like, go across the street and ask the neighbor about his ring cam. Maybe he got it. And my wife was like, yeah, I'll send Eric over. And she's like, your husband, who probably had the longest conversation with me ever this morning since I've known him.
Oh, short and sweet.
That's exactly how I got. Short and say hi, bye. Oh, nice weather today.
It's not
All right.
EE Prime. It's short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Keep it moving. I got nothing to say to you.
Wow. Oh, you're so neighborly.
He is.
Esteban, you mean
Ain't bringing cookies.
Ezra?
How about you, Gord? Did you order any Prime? Pulse exclusives?
Yes.
Nobody
How was
cares
your
about-
week?
Nobody cares how their week was. We just get straight to PulseCon.
Yeah, my week was fine. I had some good news. I will be interviewing for a new position at my company, and
69.
Is this a vertical or
Maybe.
a lateral move for you?
It's vertical or lateral.
Always gotta be vertical, baby.
it's both. It's vertical, but I'd say I'll consider it more a lateral movement. But yeah,
Wow.
not going to
So many
discuss that
places
part.
right now.
So
Say less.
that's really just
Doorbell
exciting for
ringing.
me, but we get the whole Pulse news today. I did do 2 of the exclusives. I did the Star Wars one because I like
Yay!
the Force Unleashed, and I did
Yes.
Joe.
The
You
pulled the
G.I.
trigger.
Joe.
You the Force Unleashed?
Yeah, why not?
Too
wrong with you?
expensive. Too
Too
expensive.
expensive. That's Star Killer, dude.
I
It's Star
want
Killer.
I need the lightning hands.
Yes.
Too
You know they
expensive.
won't put that out when they sell him by him on his own.
Don't
Does it
care.
come with
Too
a different head
expensive.
sculpt too? Is there
He's
2
got
head
3
sculpts?
head sculpts.
Yeah, so like they're only coming
Yeah,
out with one. head sculpt.
whenever he goes on a card or whatever, a box by himself, it's going to be a lightsaber. That's you'll be lucky that if you got a blue and a red blade,
It's
It's-
They'll rock
just-
the
it was
ball
just-
choice.
and a
for what was in the
sparkler.
box,
You'll
it
have
was
a
just too
lightsaber and a
expensive.
sparkler.
It's a 15-year-old game. It wasn't worth that price to me. Like,
And
it's
GI
not that
Joe
I
is
can't
a
afford it. I could
40-year-old
go in there and buy us
cartoon
all
and toy
one.
line. I mean, what's your point? I don't.
I
know
could
what
go in
they
there
mean.
and buy all of us one. It had nothing to do with not being able to afford it. I don't think it's worth the
It's
price of what's in
Star
that
Killer.
box.
Ah,
I'm really digging this Cobra Hiss Fire Team set though.
yeah.
Didn't that
Oh,
come up
yeah, Dave
already?
was crushing it.
Was that?
Came
Was
like
Yeah,
that
6
been
months
out for
ago.
pre-order.
Yeah.
It's been out for
Mm.
pre-order.
It is a cool set, though, Derek. It is.
I'm behind on them.
But
It's
Gort,
very-
to tell you the truth,
Only
I
reason
probably
I'm
end up-
thinking about that because the Hiss is supposed to be being delivered this month. So
No, that's
well,
not what
was
they said.
supposed to be.
That's not what they said. They said
Yeah,
before
they
the
say
end
by
of the
the
year.
end. Yeah, before the end of the year, they kind of.
Well, no,
Um,
that's what I said. It was
Mhm.
supposed to be delivered this month.
Gort, if I'm being 100% transparent, I'll probably end up biting the bullet on that one. But it did make me mad when I saw that because I do love that game and I do like the
Yeah.
set. But I'm gonna play the low short term waiting game. See if I can catch it on a little bit of a discount before I buy it
Mm-hmm.
because I did like it. It's just I was mad
Yeah,
about that number.
Look, it's a good-looking set. I think it's a
Yeah.
little overpriced. It's just big hunks of colored plastic. It's
Mm-hmm.
you know, knock 10, 20 off, and then I think you have it.
Yeah,
targeted for the
$89.99
target.
would have been perfect.
That's what I said. Like if
Those
it,
stormtroopers have paid for themselves,
Yeah. I
already.
say, even if it was $100, I know that sounds stupid and petty over $10, but that's $10 before shipping and taxes and everything. But if it was
Sure.
$100, I think I would have been a lot
Sure.
more. Okay, that kind of sucks a little, but I can
But-
handle that.
But Ricky,
Mm.
let's hold on to the rest of the Pulse conversation till a little bit later, and because we are jumping to get to it, I think we should be moving along. E, are you ready for
Uh-oh.
the segment?
I guess I'm as ready as I'm ever gonna be.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be surprised.
Time for the collector showcase.
I see you, EE. I see you. It's peeking.
All right, so
Let me get you up, Big Bear.
while it's kind of this inspiration kind of started at BotCon, look around all the vendor tables, big Transformers fan when I was a kid, still first love, but there were a lot of figures back then that I did not have that I always wanted. I was gonna make this a long story, but I'll make it a short story.
No, pick the long
So I decided to try to hunt down a vintage Grimlock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Came across a guy on eBay.
Oh,
He had a whole ton of feedback, like over 20,000 feedback, 5-star rate, like perfect rating. It's like, okay.
Mhm.
So he had a loose one, right?
Mhm.
Messaged him, had some questions. Messaged me back, tells me he has a mitten box sealed one.
Oh. G1?
G1,
Ooh.
G1.
Okay.
So we're talking, we're haggling, and a whole big chunk of change later,
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
G1
Wait,
Grimlock.
that's a
No.
sealed G1
Yeah,
Grimlock?
it looks sealed, tape looks sealed, box is in damn good shape.
Uh-huh.
There's doesn't have there's no crease here, and I mean there's a couple little scuffs here and there, but yeah, this inspired by Mr. Dom Negrasso, right?
Look at Dom's
Sick.
face. Look at
Are you gonna
Dom's
get it graded?
face. He's a
No,
look
because
at
he's gonna open it. That's the thing.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did he mute?
Muted.
He
You muted yourself.
All right,
There you go.
So,
Yep.
I'm thinking about getting it graded. But there is I wanted to actually get talk to Dom about this, because I know he's very into this. He showcased all his stuff for us at one point,
Yes.
and
Good.
So this eBay seller has a sealed Grimlock.
he says he has a lot of sealed stuff too. If I want other stuff, we got the thing, we got the back, the nostalgia that came out of this thing was just like, oh my god.
Did
And
you
that's
buy this?
the
Did you
issue.
buy?
That's-
Did you buy this through eBay or this is an off-side deal?
No, I did it. I did it through eBay.
Okay,
Collector 101.
Yeah.
In case something's wrong, I'm protected.
that's a red flag,
Yeah, exactly. Red flags. If anybody tries to take you off of eBay, jumping the gun.
Yep.
Red flag number one.
Yep.
But yeah, Dom,
It looks very minty.
It does.
does.
He was, when it came very, very well wrapped.
Better.
It's got some like on the back corner's got a little bit of a ding on it. I mean, it's not like
Does it have a flap crease?
no flap crease. See no flap crease along the back.
Yeah.
No flap crease across here either.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
But that
Just-
on the end though, it looks like it's been open though.
No, it's not. It's like I said, the box is in a little like the sides and the bottom part corners, or you can see there's been some dings and bumps along the way.
Can you show
So
us
you
the
can-
box again? Like put it
Yeah,
put it in the screen or
I can't. There you go.
there you go. So that's that's G1
Yeah,
original.
see, I got it. We got a thing here.
Yeah.
No, he's he had actually sent me pictures of a lot of stuff that he has. He has
Mhm.
he has a bunch of stuff graded like Dom does also.
Okay.
Asked me if I was interested in any of that, and I was like,
What's his name?
I gotta look him up. I gotta find
I
him.
probably know him.
You might maybe do. I was like, no, that's too rich for my blood.
What if you bought it
okay.
from Dom? That shit would be funny as fuck, dude.
No, I know Dom. I know Dom's.
My alias. It's my alias.
I know Dom's eBay account.
Mm-hmm.
He's got burner accounts, which you probably.
Oh, he hit that thing again. One more time. There you go.
So Dom, like wood, like sheets. I should definitely get this graded, right?
Yeah. Okay. So the stems in the front, like the corner stems, like the where the box would fold if you opened up
Yeah,
the
the corners.
sides.
Yeah.
So like all the way down the box. Is there any white showing? Like it looks like it's got like
on the
it's
front
been
part, right?
folded. The front
No.
part. Yeah.
There
okay.
is not any.
Then you're good.
There's not any.
Is the tape look like it's been tampered with?
No, it doesn't. So
Yeah, so if the tape doesn't look like it's been double sealed, or if it's like really clean and it's like there's no like stripping or any type of like looks like it's been tampered with, then you're fine.
yeah.
Because that's the two things that they check. They check
Yeah,
the
I'm
tape
trying to-
and then they check the stems.
I'm trying to look inside of this thing. I can see he's still, the bubble is still,
Yeah, like
looks
lean him on his back always. Because if you
Oh yeah,
leave him,
the glue.
yeah, the glue will rip off
everything
the
seems
gray
to be
card.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? There's one way to find out.
Wow.
I do it. It's a fucking You're an asshole. You're an asshole. It's a fucking knockoff.
Got the stickers here.
It was too shiny for a G1 box.
Better not be a knockoff.
I'm done. I can't do this tonight. No,
It's a KO, dude. It's a KO.
Dude.
It better not be for the fucking couple $100 I paid for this shit.
It's not. That's what I was gonna ask you. How much you paid for it? It's $200.
Okay, then yeah, let's get that out the way. How much did you pay for it, E?
More than I wanted to admit.
$40 in a trade. We're live on the internet, y'all.
I don't know.
Act like you know better.
No.
$40 and a quarter pounder with cheese.
He actually paid $40 for that. That's what he's getting ready to tell us.
You son of a bitch ripped it open.
40 times 10.
Now I had to.
This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one episode I don't rewatch because I don't want to go through that.
How is it? It's nice.
Yeah, I never had the vintage one, so I'm glad I got the vintage one now.
Show me his ass so I can see the date.
Hey, somebody please pull up some of these comments out there. Look,
Show
that
me the
was
copyright.
great.
Show
I'm
me
gonna
the
be
copyright.
sick, triggered. I just died a little inside. Like some of these comments are awesome. Like some of these comments are awesome.
So okay,
I'm laughing, but I'm really mad though. Yo, I'm like, yo,
why are you mad?
Wasn't
I
your
don't even
money?
know why I'm mad because it's like you really led us on to the grade. We got all the way up to the grading. I'm all
Yeah.
excited about you going to get something graded. You know,
I was
wanna go through
impressed. I
that
was
process.
impressed.
I literally wanted to walk through that process with you.
As
Hey,
soon as he said he was getting this graded, I'm like, this is a fucking bit. I muted my microphone. I turned it off. As soon as he said he was grading something, I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna say nothing.
man,
Missiles. Got the gun.
Does the firing mechanism work?
We're gonna find out in a minute. 'Cause now I already opened it, so might as well take
Shoot
them
it
off
at your
the
Star
screw.
Wars because you can't knock any over.
But this is a show Z purchase.
Shoot it at your headphones. See if it mutes it.
Yeah. Unmute it.
Oh God! Oh, look, see,
Damn,
shows
that
the
shit worked.
product works. Now you can't find it. He's lost that forever.
No, so I found it. Bounced right into it. Right here. But
Leave that for the carpet gremlins.
I'm still mad you ain't let me in on it, but that was kind of worth it, dude.
Right.
Just
So,
'cause
but
his immediate
yes,
reaction.
yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
okay,
All
okay,
right.
Pinocchio.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's-
Pinocchio, tell the
no,
truth.
the whole point. The whole point of this was yes, this was $32 on Josie.
Yes, it was.
The idea of this. I mean, we saw it. I saw some reviews. Everybody said it was really good. I said, sure, why not? And then we figured we can definitely roll this into the whole collecting 101. What to look for, what not to look for, how not to get scammed, and so on.
I blame myself.
But yeah,
At least, why'd you have to rip the box? At least the box was nice. You fucking ripped the box.
It really was.
Added effect.
When he ripped the box like that, I was like,
added effect, man.
my soul left my body for a second. It was just like, yo, what the hell? Okay.
Yeah. I couldn't rip the tape nicely and just open it nice.
No.
Like,
Why would I want to do that?
like a 6-year-old
I now
opening
know
up a
what it's
Happy
like.
Meal.
I now know what it's like to feel triggered.
What was that? He looked like Energon Addict opening up some He-Man toys.
Plastic looks good, feels good.
Like a bag of Doritos when he's got the munchies.
Scott says he has PTSD.
Scott, yeah, Scott, I truly have PTSD right now. Oh my God, yo, okay. Woo!
Well, yeah, that is the
It hurts.
the end of the showcase today. I'm glad you all enjoyed it.
They're coming out the other ones too, right? They're doing all.
They've
all
come
of it,
out. Shozy got a bunch of these on their site, a bunch of the combiners, the gift sets, and
yeah, they do a good job with those repo stuff.
So the
Can't
overall
go wrong.
quality there, you think you might be picking up more of those?
probably not, man.
I hope not.
Why?
I don't want-
You wouldn't pick up the whole Dinobot set at that price if there was
Maybe I don't know. This
They
was really
never
done
reissued the
as
Dinobots.
this was literally just like a gag type thing, you know?
Oh yeah.
Hurt my feelings.
I never want you touching Transformers.
I'm pretty sure I heard your butthole pucker all the way over the internet, Dom. That shit, your face was wild for a
Nah,
second.
when he ripped it the way he ripped it, I knew exactly it was a fucking gag.
I don't know,
That's
Dom.
so
That's how I would rip
mean,
up
man. Yo, that's so mean.
Okay.
Hey, it's on the
Oh,
internet, Dom. You
I
might
know.
want to go back and watch the show and watch your face when he did that shit. You sure looked like you believed it.
All right, so here it is. Fuck, I can't even believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Do it.
What are you doing?
What do you get?
Do it. Is he
I'm
gonna open
showing
up?
it.
Oh.
Yep.
There it is, folks. Yeah, I was fooled.
Them
too.
motherfuckers literally
He
said
was telling
fourth
the
party.
truth.
Fourth
It's
party
just-
is a lie. That's a KO,
Yeah.
yo.
It is a KO.
Just a fancy way of
$32.99.
saying KO.
Damn it.
Oh, show the other does it have the pictures below? Does it show the nice box that? Oh, look, he ripped that box. Such a beautiful toy. Is it heavy? Is it heavy, Eric?
It doesn't feel like I got it from the $5.
Doesn't feel like a toy that's in the cashier line.
Yeah, no, it definitely does not.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Does it feel like dollar store plastic?
No, it doesn't. Text back. We got.
Oh, decals,
Oh,
yo.
get the sticker sheet too. The original sticker sheet. Okay.
That's like that itself
They
goes
feel
like
good.
$5, like $5-6, right?
You know, they feel good. Stickers
You
feel
get the
good.
ripple.
They don't feel cheap. You know?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm happy for you, buddy.
Oh God,
I'm
please.
so happy that you got that G1 Grimlock.
I got the whole sheet there.
That vintage. Did you
Collecting
jump?
101 rule number 1.
Did you jump in your
Don't lie about
DeLorean?
what you have.
Yeah. So moving into that, let's see. You know, there's a lot of things that collectors know and don't know, but one of my favorites, and this came up last night, and I'm busting on you just a little bit, Ricky, but hot water trick is your best friend. It fixes everything.
Hot
Not
water
sunlight.
trick. Let's go.
Hot water, yeah. Like I mean, people like I see them in reviews and stuff. They'll do heat gun. I don't trust that. Like you can set it down and just be gentle about it, like quickly. I mean, but I don't trust that. I feel like you're gonna make an accident happen that way. Um, I certainly don't trust myself to do it. But hot water does not do you wrong.
Now,
So,
when are
fixes
you
bends
actually
and
doing
everything.
when are you actually doing the hot water trick?
Any
When
NECA
you
figure you
get
ever buy
yeah, NECA. I was gonna look for
In
something.
December.
in December, even in February. I mean,
So like if you have something bent, it's gonna unbend it, right? Like hot water will just fix it.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm bending this one, but yeah, like it's gonna fix joints that are stuck from paint or they're just too tight. And NECA figures, old McFarlane. Look, sometimes you would go to move an arm, twist a hand, it's coming right off. Even your Mafex, that can happen. So
True.
if something's not moving, don't force it. Hot water. You gotta
Wet
use
it.
hot water.
Okay.
More
Also,
rigid
hot water
plastics
applies to
won't always fully unbend. Like they'll take either more time or you gotta, put a little more force on it. They won't do it naturally. That would be just harder plastics or like acrylics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, hot water applies to things like bathing. Add hot water when bathing, and it'll
Yep.
remove all that dirt.
There are many a collector at many a con that I've been to that don't know this trick.
Bathing.
I know.
Oh God.
Because we and then I guess we'll talk about that too, because that involves collecting as well.
Yeah.
What are some other collecting 101 tips that you may have?
Well, Dom was saying something about the tape on the box, and certainly if you're looking at eBay, you can't inspect something,
Yeah.
personally. So if you see a product on there, if there's one picture and it's like the front of a package, I feel like I can't trust that unless it's like a $20 item. I don't mind taking a gamble on something like that. But if it's like a vintage toy, no, you need pictures. You need to know that something's sealed. Obviously the tape is, I'd expect it to look rough. Like you're looking for something that's probably yellowed. If it looks like clear and brand new, like it probably is. And there are ways for people to clean things like that too. Like, Goo Gone will get a lot of, crap off of packaging. But, it also leaves smears. So like people, can ruin the box itself doing that. So you got to be careful with even that. eBay sellers, like it's it's a sketchy business sometimes. But yeah, the tape on a box, that'll tell you a lot when you're looking for like big ticket stuff. Like when I've picked up Dino Rider sets, if you're paying a couple $100 for something, you want to get what you're paying for. I don't want somebody's used toy that they were fucking in the sandbox. I want a brand new toy sealed in a box. So I'll inspect that with as many pictures as need be. You can always request sellers too for it. What do you got there?
I always tell sell like people buying on eBay, like communication. Like you got questions, ask them. Don't assume just from a picture, or like if you're looking for, if you have the questions, send them the questions. If you want more pictures, ask them for more pictures. Like sellers are will put up the pictures of what they think is good, and then like make it nice, like make nice and markable. But then like you as a buyer need to be do your due diligence and ask questions. This item that you're looking at is probably he takes the pictures at certain angles, and you might not see something that you might see, like they try to cut corners. So if you are like a mint and box collector, my number one thing is always ask for more pictures. Like, tell them, send me pictures at this angle, send me pictures at this, because you do not want to get into the business where you take that for like assumption and say, hey, it looks great, let me buy it, and then all of a sudden you get something in the mail and it's got like a nick that you don't want, or a dent that you saw that you didn't see, and then all of a sudden, like, you're arguing with the seller because of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so always ask questions, especially even vintage stuff, right, Gort? Like, just ask,
Oh yeah.
like, is there any yellowing? Is like, even if you don't see it, like, ask the question, so at least you have it documented. Because eBay customer service will review all the messages back and forth with you. So, like, when you put a claim in, they will go back into the messages and review them all. So that's your communication to the seller, and you don't want to be silent in ever buying anything from eBay. Always open the lines of communication, ask the seller things, ask for more pictures. Always be vocal in that regards, because it helps you at the end when you do get the product, and it's something that you ask, and you got a response from him of such X, and it comes back and it comes to you Y. Then you have a good argument to the customer service and say, I asked him this, he said yes, and look, this is obviously not that, and they will take your side quickly. So that's one of the one-on-ones. And eBay's gotten great, like, over the year. Like, it's, the protection on the from a buyer's perspective is always, they'll never, if you have a valid point, or there's something wrong with the item, the eBay will return, your money right away. And
Even if you don't have a valid point, they'll still fuck you.
exactly.
Like, you're protected. Like, the buyer is protected on eBay.
Yeah.
And I got stories. I sold things where people literally ripped the figure out of the box and then sent pictures to eBay saying, this is what I got.
Yeah, and with that point that you're bringing up, there's also the reverse. As a seller, you need to protect yourself on eBay. Like, take pictures of yourself boxing things up, and
Yep.
really document your process, because the second that you can provide that to eBay, you're golden.
Yep. Well,
even
eBay,
if
like,
they've already-
don't get mad as a seller too, because if eBay gives the guy or tells the buyer he won the claim, that's fine. Like, let it be, because then it's the buyer's responsibility to send you the item back. So whatever, even if it's like, half the item, whatever the case may be, when he does sell it, bring it back to you, and the tracking says it's been delivered back to you, then you as a seller can put a claim in and then argue with eBay. And eBay, most of the time, if it's a legit claim, they will literally give you the money back. So they take those losses. Like, so the buyer will have his money back, and you will have your money back and the item back. So it's not. But obviously you can't abuse that. Like, once if you're doing that on every single item, then, like, they're going to catch on to what you're doing. So
Yeah. And probably the further you are from Marvel Legends, the less of this you'll have to deal with on eBay.
yes,
Read
Speaking-
that, y'all.
Speaking of
Read that.
Marvel,
Hold
speaking
that
of
back
Marvel
up.
Legends. All right, hold on.
Yeah. That's why.
Speaking of Marvel
it's so
Legends,
vital.
Yeah.
I don't know who doesn't realize this by now, but I still see it on a consistent fucking basis. Stop buying shit on Facebook for friends and family from people you don't know selling these toys on eBay. I mean, on Facebook. Just stop. You have no basis. You have no claim. And I don't care if they fucked you over or not. It's your fault for being stupid.
yeah.
Just stop, people. You go if there's a reason why the deal is too good to be true.
That's
Exactly.
what I was going to go to
There is a
next. If you don't
fucking
know the
reason for
person
it.
and that deal's too good to be true, then it's probably not true.
Yeah.
That's right.
I would encourage, like, if you're buying anything greater than
I won't buy friends and family from fucking
don't
Dom.
do friends and families. Yeah, don't. Yeah, no.
Dom will
That's a
definitely
whole
fuck
different
you.
reason. You're not my friend.
Dom will file a claim on your ass. He'll reverse claim your credit card.
Like, I see the
I own your credit
scam.
card.
I see the scam posts daily. So and so scam me. So and so scam me. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, one of the admins literally put up a post in one of these Marvel Legends group. Like, I don't believe I have to remind people,
Yeah.
stop buying friends and family. The dude joined the group last week. You go to his main Facebook profile. He's got one picture. and no, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Just stop
Yeah,
being the cheap motherfuckers we all know you are, Marvel Legends collectors. Just stop.
yeah.
Just stop.
It was
Stop.
one in the
Stop figure
cafe recently
swapping.
too.
Stop part swapping. Just stop.
Hmm.
Cafe, yes, I just saw it in a cafe recently.
Hmm. And the dude that was the scammer, his profile had him, his wife, and his child. Had pictures of family, doing family shit. The dude was holding his kid up in the air, shit like that. That's an instant scam. I'm sorry, man. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody that damn
He
happy
took
and is
those
a
pictures
collector.
from like
He took them from the
I don't
the,
know none of
frames.
y'all
The
the
that's
frames.
frames.
that
The frames. Those are frame pictures.
right. Those are picture frames from the yeah, man. I was like, yo, nah, dude. I would have saw that and be like, nah, I'm not buying nothing from you. You look too damn happy.
You know,
Nah.
These
people
actors
people
have not
are.
been
You
paid.
that if you that happy, why are you selling your shit? Yeah, so yeah, those are red flags. Those are things that you should be definitely looking out for. If I don't see you in your profile and you are actually doing something related to something that we all do, nah, I don't believe you, dude. I don't believe you. First of all, I'm not gonna buy from you anyway if I don't know you. And I don't care how many vouchers you get from other people because them vouchers that come from other people, a lot of times I don't know them either. So it's just like, yo, what are we doing here? No, let me go to a NJCC or a ToyCon or a RetroCon, and I see your stuff right there, and that's when we can have that
Oh,
conversation.
I've
Yeah.
Unless I know
purchased
you, I'm
plenty
not
of
doing that
things
with
from
you.
people off on Facebook, but it's always good. It's always goods and services.
Yeah,
Always goods and
always.
services, and that's it.
Yeah.
The first time they say, "Oh, I prefer friends and family," and then my response is, "Well, I prefer not to get scammed, so try someone else next."
Yeah, and
Right.
like,
And I
and
even
then you
tell
can you
people
can do the questions like, "I'll pay for the goods. I'll give you a little extra money for the goods and
No,
services."
nope, no, I
exactly.
don't do
Well, see,
that.
no, and
No,
that's what I do. I said, look,
Hmm.
that's
if
on
you
you.
want to pay me good, you want to do goods and service, that's fine. You just got to kick in the extra 4%.
Nope,
That's it.
nope, I don't do that
I do
either.
that. I was like,
Nope,
no, okay,
because
I understand
because
it.
when I
Just kick in the
sell,
extra
I
4%.
bake it into my price. That's why.
Yeah,
I
That's
put it
another
into the
good.
price because
That's
the
another
four
good point
percent
too.
is set. It's for, eBay rules. It's supposed to PayPal rules. It's supposed to come out of the seller's end. It's not the
Hmm.
buyer's responsibility. So I'll just put that
So,
extra 4% in the price.
hmm
it's true. Like if you're a seller and you do that, that's smart on your point, and then it makes it easier transaction for the buyer. So like he
Yeah,
doesn't have to worry
yeah.
about that. But
Now,
it's always a good screening question when people are asking for like friends and family. You're like, no, I'll send you goods and service, but I'll kick in the extra 4%. Like, no, I really appreciate just friends and family. Then he's scamming you. Like he's like now you're conveniencing him, and he still wants friends and family. It's like, okay, you're fucking scamming. Like it's like it's a good like see if he's really means business and everything like that. And like at the end of the day, you're protected. So it's like you're saving. Like if you're buying a $20 or $30 figure on Facebook and you're not sending and you're trying to save a couple dollars because of that on tax or whatever the way you pay it on eBay, it's not worth it. It's not worth the headaches. It's just pay the $2, $3, $4 extra and do it and
mhm.
save yourself a lot of headache. But like I said, you do your research. Like I've bought on Facebook plenty of times hot toys and stuff like that. Have the open lines of communication. If they do ask for friends and family, and you just want to cut some costs on some of the high end stuff, yeah. But like usually I'll communicate with them, share contact information if I can. Like ask questions. And most sellers who are just really legit and they just want to sell them and get the transaction done, they'll communicate with you and they'll just do it. But if they're acting shady, there's a lot of signs and red flags that happen when just communicating with people. Yeah, this is not feeling right.
yeah.
You just back out.
When 3 days no shipping number, 4 days no. Oh, this happened. My wife this, my dog that, my
Yeah,
daughter. Just nope. File that claim and move on.
yeah, move on. Yeah.
So the only time actually here's a time where you shouldn't have to worry about GNS when you're paying for spots in games. That's when you don't do it either. That's friends and family all day long. You ain't have to worry about that because you're already protected in that group in regards to them sending out their product. Because I know in the game groups that I'm in, when before the game is actually even put up, that person has to be vetted before anything. So, that's when you definitely don't need goods and services inserted into, sending money. So
Yeah.
some actually,
Well,
that's
I'm
actually
gonna
one
ask
dude that I
because
know.
you and I actually talked about this the other day. Now you just said you're protected when you do it in these groups. So let's run a scenario. I go on there.
Oh
I
no,
go
we're not.
do a thing.
No, because it's still.
How is my money protected? Are you gonna pay me back if that dude scam me?
The
What are you
group
talking about?
the group will protect you if you get scammed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're like the difference is it's a couple dollars or $10 or obviously, if you're putting in a raffle and you're buying 80 50 spots and you're dishing out like $150, yeah, like obviously, it would suck if you got scammed on that. But like most of the cases, people are buying like one or two spots, $15 here, $20 there, I don't think I don't think anybody's from that perspective and the person that's running the auction, I don't think they're looking to scam you like for a couple dollars. I think the catch-22 is sometimes is when you do those like things and you got prizes and stuff and you have the thing and somebody put in like two spots and got like $4 it cost them for the two spots and you get the item and maybe the item's like not what you expected it to be. But like you really can't complain, can you? Like, are you gonna be really mad because you put $4 in for $100 toy and maybe there's some, extra molding on it or something. Like it's something that, it's not to your not to your liking, but you can't really complain about it because you only spent $4 on it, right? Like, is that like the catch-22 on some stuff like that? Because I feel like if I did a lottery, put $2 in, I won like a $300 toy, and the toy like it's loose and whatever the case may be, and it comes to me, then all of a sudden something's wrong with it or it's broken or something like that. Like, do I have any rights to complain about it when I want it for $2? Like, I feel like sometimes people when like things like that happen don't really speak up because at the end of the day you don't. You want it for such a low price, but I don't know. Did you run into that situation, Derek? Like in any cases where like,
I've never
someone,
been into that
yeah,
situation.
because I think people won't complain about that. And that's great. Like from a seller's perspective, like that's great because like I can't begin to tell you how many complaints I get or, things that from eBay. And it's like, I literally on my eBay auctions, I have to put like a disclaimer on everything. On like things that people complain about. I'm like, and I literally wrote a disclaimer saying, if you're this type of seller or you're mad about this or you're looking for this, don't buy this item. Like, I don't want you even to bid, like, send me an offer or anything. Like, just don't buy this item because it gets tiring after a while when you're sending things out and they're complaining about X, Y, and Z all the time. And it's like,
but this is the one thing I don't understand in that is like the way I've always done business is if somebody even asks friends and family, I've just always done my own 5% goods and services. I don't even talk to them. I don't ask them if they want it. I just put it in the price, send it to them, and then I'll message them and say the extra is to cover your fees, so you don't have to worry about it. Like I don't even interact with them about that. But I've literally in some of those groups had them refund me my money and tell me to put it as friends and family with nothing in the memos. And I don't understand why that matters. If I'm giving you the extra in some of those raffle groups, the waffle groups, like they've literally refunded my money and told me put it as friends and family and don't put anything in the memo. I've already sent them the money, added in the 5% coverage to cover fees, and they'll refund it and make me resend it.
I think a lot of it has to do with not wanting to report your income on your taxes at the end of the year. That's why they don't want you putting notes.
So goods and services forces it as a business. Friends and family is just me lending my brother some money.
Correct.
Okay. So that's why I never understood that. Like I've just never I didn't argue with them. I just did it because at that point, whatever.
But even
it
if
never made sense to me.
But even when even with friends and family, if you put that note in there, it gets flagged. It gets flagged as
that's why
reported
just
income.
no note.
Yeah, that's why you always see friends and family with no note. Then that's exactly what it means. Just please, no notes.
Because
I've got hit like that.
So Ricky, what happens when they say that? It's because their flag got their account got flagged because they were getting a lot of friends and families, and then when they reviewed the notes, they see that it's a product or like somebody writing something that says it's a product. So it's like it's a dead giveaway,
and
they'll
PayPal's
flag
losing
that.
their cut too. That's
Yep,
another
yep,
thing.
yep.
PayPal's not getting their cut.
They don't care about you filing fucking taxes. They want that 4%. They want
Right.
that 4% that they take
Right.
because that's their earnings. That's what they make money off of. So it's there's like there's tricks of the trade, and like there's a lot of things that people do. Believe me, there's been a lot of like back in the day when eBay, like they used to charge you like the whatever the final fee of 13% on the final on your final value of the item. Well, they used to do that just on the item itself, the cost of the item, and they would never charge the 13% on the shipping. So what people used to do is put the item really cheap and the shipping a lot of money. And then eBay caught on, and it's like, okay, you're gonna start doing that shit. And then people start. Then nobody knew the history, and then they'll be like, "Why are they charging me 13% on shipping?" Because people abused the system, and now the way they worked around it, it's like I'm going to charge 13% on the item value and 13% on the shipping. So it's like because they like people were trying to find ways around trying not to paying that 13%. So on final value fee. So it's like believe me, saving a buck here and there is great, especially if you're buying a lot of figures. But you gotta be smart about it. Communicate, especially whether it's buying for people on Facebook or opening up an auction. Like you said, like know the group and communicate. Do a little bit, like do your small stuff, and then work around and and just gain some trust. And at the end of the day, you're better for it. So.
This is not a cheap hobby, no matter what you do.
No.
Nope.
I mean, even if you're just a Marvel Legends collector, the sheer amount of figures they put out monthly, this is not a cheap hobby. So I get trying to save a buck here and there, but you also have to be smart and protect yourselves when you're doing this.
Yeah. And I understand it. Like, when it comes to rare figures, especially Marvel Legends that are climbing up in price, and it's like you're pounding the table, like going, fuck, I should have bought that figure. Now it's freaking $80 or $100 or $120, and you're trying to save a $20 here, $30 there. It's understandable, but as collectors, just be patient. Sometimes they'll reissue stuff like that, or do box sets or stuff like that you can get that figure, or and then just focus on other figures that you need, and that are not that expensive. Don't try to chase the high value items, because in time they're going to get released. That's the name of the game. It's companies do watch to see which figures are going for higher values and see that there's money on the table for them to make. And obviously it's not going to be quick or fast because they have schedules for factories and timelines on other stuff. But believe me, they will reissue stuff. And if prices of items get fast, Hot Toys does it. They do it. Every Iron Man that's sold out, and all of a sudden now it's asking $600, $700, $800 for that Iron Man. They reissue it. So it's like don't get caught up in the hype and try to buy an $800 Hot Toy, and when they know if they see the prices climb that high, they're gonna reissue it eventually. So just have the patience, and then like you said, Derek, take the opportunities at trade shows and go to conventions and haggle with people there. Believe me, come Sundays, not a lot of people like things to bring home. It's like you can get some good deals and save that $20.
You get better deals by going to these shows.
Like Brian Brink always tells us, cash is king sometimes. So even if you have cash, sometimes you could negotiate and just knock down $20, $30 off a figure if you just present the cash, because people.
Tell them your Castle Grayskull story.
Yeah, well.
Before you do that though, Joe S had a question. Joe S says, what about when someone charges, say, $10 for shipping, but when you get the package, the price is paid on the label is like $5? Now, there's actually something to that. So when the shipping is the $5. However, the packaging that they put it in, they probably had to buy that box or that packaging to put the items in. So depending on how large the package is, or whether it's a box or a shipper or anything like that, they have to pay for that. Now, for me, a lot of the stuff that I get delivered to me, oftentimes I will save the boxes, especially if they're in great condition and they could be reused to ship out more items. I would save those boxes and then use those boxes to ship out stuff that I'm actually selling. So that will save the cost for
It's
the
all a
packaging.
matter of how much the seller wants to lose on the sale.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
true.
Like
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
they're going to charge you for the packaging and
Mhm.
whatnot. Like I do what Derek does. I try to save as many boxes as I can possibly can when I do ship stuff out. I don't sell a lot, but that's all it is. It's just trying to minimize the cost for shipping because it's shipping, packaging materials,
It's
boxes.
expensive.
If
Yep.
you have to buy,
Yeah.
it adds up.
Yeah.
And don't
Me
hey, listen
personally, I
sell
from
don't
out.
charge
from
for
from
shipping.
from that aspect. Please understand. If a seller, as you as a buyer, you'll see that price. Okay, it's $30 for the figure, $10 for shipping. You agreed. Like you agreed to say, I'm willing to pay for $40 for this, which is including $10 shipping. Now you paid that. Now, if the seller is willing to like save cost on that and do something, the things that Derek and Eric are saying, like that's good on him. If the item gets there perfect, like in good condition, it's not broken, then it's good on them to save a couple bucks on their side. But like, don't get mad at them for doing that. Like, because believe me, guys, it's expensive to ship. It's not. It's like it is not. Like the prices are going up monthly. like it sucks shipping. I remember when shipping costs were like priority used to be like $6. Now
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
$8.
hmm
Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like flat.
and actually, it also depends on how far you live too.
How far you live, and then you got everybody in California like asking, like buying shit, and it's like, oh, why am I always selling people in California? I thought the toys hit there first, and I'm selling everything in California, and it sucks.
Right.
And it's like and obviously you could obviously as a seller on eBay or anybody, you can limit those people and say no West Coast purchases, please, and try to narrow your smaller your shipping costs, but then you're eliminating a lot of your buyers out there doing that. But
Esteban just hit it though on the head. He said it's shipping and handling because
Yeah.
you got to take time out of your
Yep.
day, your job, whatever you're doing. Drive
Yeah.
down to the post office, get it shipped off, get in contact with them, giving tracking numbers, verifying that the tracking got it there. Yada yada. That's a lot of extra steps, and if you do that 5, 6, 10, 20 times a day, that shit can get. It's very time consuming, and it's costing you money because you're not doing something else.
It's happened to me as a buyer. Like I would pay $20 for shipping, and I see that the shipping item came in like at $12, and I'm like, what the hell? And like I didn't get mad. Like I did not get mad because he saved $8 on shipping, or like in that perspective. Granted, there is a price for all the handling and the material. I was more like I don't care. I'll pay I'll pay as much as I need to pay for that item to come to my house safely. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you to cheat me on not putting any bubble wrap in the fucking box and just doing like the fucking Hasbro Pulse and just throw it in, or Walmart throw it in a fucking bag, or gift wrap it with birthday wrapping paper. Like put it in a fucking box, put some packaging in there, protect it, and at the end of the day, if it gets there to your house safely, I don't care how much I paid for shipping. Just make sure it gets here safely.
The only time I've ever been pissed about the difference between the shipping cost and what I got charged for was I paid for the priority shipping with the tracking number, and
that's a whole different thing.
And they sent an old school shipping where it took 3 weeks to get here. There was no tracking number, and they kept the difference on that one. That one I was kind of pissed about.
And that's on the seller. Like the seller, when I sell things on eBay, I try to get it out as fast as possible. Sometimes I even get a note from a buyer saying, "This is time is the essence." Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So like this was like time is an essence because you send me priority, I'll pay for extra. So like that communication is always important. Like and if granted, if the seller does take his ass time and all of a sudden it takes 2 weeks to ship something out for you, and you did pay priority, you definitely have a
kind of like Snow Job.
Yep, exactly.
Forever to get in the goddamn mail.
I just wanted to show this to y'all real quick. For those of you all that so I use Pirate Ship when I ship my items. You get mad discounts when you mad discounts on shipping when you use Pirate Ship. and that's through UPS.
Why are you plugging
UPS
this company? Are they
postal
paying
service.
us?
No, I'm just this is collectors one. This is collecting 101. As a seller, if you want to reduce the cost of shipping and still get the same service, this is the service that you use. So pirateship.com is what I use, and I highly recommend it. This is actually what when I'm doing the games and the game groups, this is the shipping service that I use. I have a label printer, and also I have a scale to measure the packages as well. So that's a great service to use
Does it get
in the
delivered
event
by a
that you want to
pirate with
ship.
one leg?
Arr,
If
yeah.
not, then then
If
it
there's
gets
not
ripped
a
off.
if there's not a parrot involved, I'm gonna need a
Yeah.
refund.
Right. But no. But these are things that when you're in this, these are things that you need to know as far as being a collector, because at some point you want to offload some of the stuff that you have in order to get newer stuff. So these are some of the things that you definitely need to know. Um one other collecting 101 rule that I have, and I've said this many a times: if I'm not displaying it, I'm not buying it. Because a lot of the stuff that I have, I want to display it. But if I can't display it, it's just gonna sit in the storage room somewhere, and it's gonna take up space. So I don't buy it unless I know
Well,
for sure I'm actually gonna display it.
that's.
Mm.
I would say
That's a
that's
pre-
more
I know
of
that's a
a personal
preference.
press, a
That's a
personal
preference, but
decision.
it could apply to collecting 101.
No,
You
yeah,
know,
but what I would just tell people, if you're a new collector, especially if you're getting in on a line that's been out already, don't feel rushed. Don't feel you
Yeah.
have to buy it all at once. Take your time. Go at a nice
Sure.
pace, because it
yes.
can get very overwhelming real quick,
Mhm.
especially when you're trying to hunt down figures a part of a line. Since let's say it's been going on for 3 years, you're jumping in now, trying to hunt down some of those older figures from the line.
It's
For
a
lack of
Take your
a
journey.
better
time,
for lack of a
be
better term,
safe,
find a
enjoy
sensei.
it, enjoy
Yeah,
the
I know.
ride.
It's a
Don't
journey, not a
feel
race,
don't
Yeah.
guys.
feel you have to catch up with everybody
Yeah.
who's ahead of you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's your collection, your pocket, your money, and that's another thing I will say. Your wallet, your money, buy whatever the fuck you want. Who cares what people say? You want to buy fucking KO Transformers? Fucking buy KO Transformers. You want to buy KO Marvel Legends? Fucking buy KO Marvel Legends. It is your money. You work for it. Buy what you
Right.
want.
You want to buy KO He-Man figures? Buy
Where was he?
KO He-Man
Yeah.
figures.
But it's like what I was trying to say was it's always good to find a sensei, somebody who's like, for lack of a better term,
Yeah.
somebody who's been in it for a while. Like even myself,
Yeah.
I've been collecting for a while, but when I
Mhm.
decided I was switching to Legends, I called EE up. I sat down with a pen, paper, and a notebook and talked to him for about an hour and a half straight, writing shit down, writing down names of companies, figures, which season I was going to get from who, and yada yada. I still have that notebook sitting on my porch, and I've been collecting for years now. It's a smart thing to do, is to find somebody who's been doing it for a while that you trust and talk to them before you just start grabbing up stuff. If
Right.
it sounds too good to be true, it's probably not
Yeah.
true. I mean, that's just
Hmm.
you do get them. I have figures myself in my collection that were selling at the time, and had friends like on a live video chat, on Messenger, kind of like this, a group of us sitting in there that seems selling for $900, and I got it for retail, like just
Yeah.
because the lady was just trying to get rid of it, and it
Yeah.
just happened to work out in my favor. But that's one time out of thousands of buying, moments in my collecting career, and it doesn't happen very often. So if you start seeing all these things lining up, like, oh, this is $10, this is $10, this is $10, and everybody else is asking $100 for this damn thing, be careful. It's
Yeah.
probably not right. There's something up with
Right.
that.
True.
From what Eric and Ricky said, like it's do your research. Like I said, if you're getting into the game, if you're looking to buy, collect, like get into Marvel Legends, GI Joe classifieds, anything, and just start backtracking, like Ricky did, make a list up, see what's out there, see what's been issued out, see what the prices are going for everything. Get the ones that you can afford right away, and so just in case they do eventually sell out and go up in price, and then you can take your time and save your money and appreciate the ones that you get right away. Enjoy those toys, and then save, take your time and get those older figures that are more money. Maybe during that time while you're waiting, they reissue them. And then like if you do really want the figure and you do save up the money, now you have that disposable income to do that, then pull the trigger and then shop around. There's this.
That's a big one. Shopping around. Don't pull the trigger on the first one.
There's
you see.
so many in the community. Yeah, like even in conventions, like the number one thing is you're looking for one particular thing, and all of a sudden you go to the first table and they have it, and you buy it right away, and then all of a sudden you go down 2 tables below and there's $10 cheaper.
Yep.
Shop around, shop around, even in the convention, shop around. Granted,
They mentioned it earlier. Cash is king. Somebody selling, they want to make money. They got that thing marked for $100. You got $70 in your hand. You just remind them $70 is more than $0 because they want money before they walk out that door. And you'd be surprised.
Quick story before we segue out of this. I did get burned one time by not buying right away. It was at an NJCC. Dude had a Fansoy Spotter complete set for $150, and I was like, okay, all right, let me see what else. Literally walked the room once, went back, and it was gone.
Yeah,
it was gone.
Yeah,
and that was a deal. That was a deal that was too good to be. Like I should not have walked away from that deal right there.
Yeah,
but
there's
that's rare.
Like
that's rare. That's
happen.
a rare. That's a rare instance.
But you got to assess the situation too. Like if Spotter has been gone, and for a fact that it's going to be hard to find it. Point period, and you see it, and it's a good deal. I would jump on it, but like it's hard. It's hard to make that decision, especially when you're at a convention and there's other things that you want to buy. There's so many other things. That situation does happen often. Like and it's happened to me too. Like I get pissed. I'm like, oh shit, I should have just bought it.
Yeah.
But you try to play the game. You try to play the, let me just look around and look at other things because there might be something else on the table that you want more than the one thing that you missed out. But there's always the next convention. There's always another, there's always a Facebook page or there's always an eBay auction. So watch it, And then on eBay auctions, pick your ceiling, pick your ceiling. And this is a great time. Watch those auctions. Set up the alerts and right now the economy is so bad. Like auctions are some auctions are going down less than like what a buy now would be priced at, and just monitor those auctions and you might be lucky and just win a figure for 20% off or 30% off of what's going price because of an auction. Auctions are great, and you just have to be very, do your due diligence in keeping it up and watching it. Patient, and just watch it. Like, and if it does go over your ceiling, let it go because there's going to be a next auction down the line. So
yeah,
what's the saying? Patient saves pockets.
Yeah. That's done a lot of time.
Now, staying with the Marvel Legends there and going right into PulseCon. Ricky, what were you telling us about the Spider-Man figures?
Nothing, just that my kids were about I was talking to them about it. Like it felt very out of place how old this movie is, and as a collector, I'm like, wow, they're really behind the ball. But they know they're behind the ball because if you watch the con, they kept saying over and over, this was a great movie back in 2020 when it released, or 2021, whenever the hell it was. And they kept saying, but look how great they are now. Look how great. 3 years later, and the only thing they've done is given us an unmasked head with it. And they're re-releasing it like it's some
the hair on this one reminds me a lot of Ace Ventura.
What they said was regarding these, because they put these figures out already in a 3-pack. What they had said was whether you believe them or not.
No, I don't believe them.
Due to licensing issues at the time, that's why
Sony
you couldn't get the unmasked heads at the time, the character likenesses at the time. So that's why they're redoing the Spider-Mans with the Toby and Andrew heads. Naked Sandman looks just weird to me.
That is terrible.
It just does not look. It just doesn't look right. I'm sorry.
It looks like a piece of bread that someone cut into human shape.
It does. It really does.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Put some pants
in
on
it back.
Yeah, it just looks weird. Like
that's MCU powdered toast, man. That is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally have
I
never
got
been a
that
big
Ren and
fan
Stimpy
of
reference,
the-
Gort.
Yeah.
I got it.
Never been a big fan of the MCU figures. To
Yeah, I think
so.
I think that whole story is bullshit. I think they knew they wanted to just milk the fucking mold, and they didn't want to give out the heads on that 3-pack because at the end of the day they can put it on a card back and give you the heads, and you can buy that mold.
So you think they
one more
pulled the
time?
McFarlane?
Yeah, of course. It's like that's business 101. They're sitting in a boardroom and like, oh, you got the engineer going, oh, we could give them the heads, and like, whoa,
Right.
their speed, back up a little bit, boy. We're gonna give the heads on cards, and so this, like, but they want the heads, yeah, but we want more money, and it's kind of that's kind of what's gonna happen. So like, it's smart on them to doing, but like, as consumers, it just pisses us off.
Yeah, and just the same with like all the repack stuff. I mean, this
Exactly.
HK-47, the droid on the right, that's something that came out like 10 years ago. It was a Build-A-Figure, and now they're making you get it with another figure.
This is the vintage collection, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
vintage collection. And the Jedi Revan here, I mean, that comes from like a mobile game. It's not a real thing. Like, it's just, that's like a skin that nerds bought. Like, I don't feel like, I would like that droid figure, but I don't want to have to buy that. So that's an immediate pass for me because I feel like I'm being fucked as a consumer. I don't like that. The whole Star Wars panel too. Look, all the panels, I thought were not good today. Like there were a couple decent reveals in each one, but
Except for G.I. Joe.
Except for G.I. Joe.
They came in and look, like Star Wars does pipeline reveals, and they're like, here's pictures from a movie that we cropped. You'll get this, like, I don't know, maybe 2 years later. G.I. Joe's like, here's a render. They show you the whole fucking thing.
Big fucking boa, baby.
With
Free the
nipples.
nipple.
They went on about that. They're like, we got 20 seconds to talk about nipples. That shit made me laugh my ass off.
When they started to speed up at the end of the panel there, like Emily was rushing everybody along. I thought I was enjoying all that though. It was just funny. Like, all right, show the figure, show the picture next.
When Classified was first announced, right? This was one of the figures that I was waiting for from day one, and Gort told me it was never going to happen because it was too unique of a sculpt.
But where's my kangaroo,
Said it.
Jack?
They did
I
not
just-
give us the kangaroo.
As of right now, there is no mention of him coming with a kangaroo.
Retro card, baby.
That is a little disappointing. That was a Brazil-only release with the kangaroo. I thought maybe it would have been nice to throw it in here.
Is the colors different?
No,
with that,
color-
no, it's same color.
The
colors are
helmet's
right.
slightly different. The helmet's slightly different.
Yeah, and this is new. The
The
unmasked head
face sculpt.
is new.
Gotcha. So, but like, there's a chance that they can do an exclusive with that.
There is, sure.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I think.
this is the only one I felt like they almost like this as this was my favorite release.
Who is this?
Big Boa.
Big Boa.
Big Boa.
Do you
But
even
I
G.I.
also-
Joe, bro?
He doesn't.
Apparently not.
He doesn't. He admits that he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't buy
As
them.
much as this was my favorite reel of the day, I also think this was the biggest miss. I think he should have had the big tall boxing standing punching bag
Wow.
and the kangaroo. Like you could have made this like a deluxe set. This one with all kinds of training weapons because he is their trainer. He is the
And
Cobra
I-
trainer.
I think it's safe to say that the deluxe figures that they've been putting out, they sell.
Yeah,
They
We're
do.
buying them.
but
But it's
it is what it
also-
is. I am
but
so
it
happy
could
I'm
still
getting him
happen.
though. So it could
But
exactly.
that's
It
the
could
thing,
still happen.
like they did with Zartan, just in reverse. Like they put out that deluxe
Maybe.
version, and then they put out a regular version. Maybe they just reversed this one, and they got out the regular version. Now here's a deluxe version if you want it, something like that. That'd be
Sure.
cool.
Airborne looks really good.
So, and right after the Dragonfly,
Yeah.
Dude
has
jumps
finished
out of
up,
a
couple
plane.
months, and then they said that this would be shipping before the Dragonfly, so you'll have him.
Yeah,
ready
they
for
they,
that,
they
which is
specifically
cool.
said they didn't want to lock him behind
A paywall.
a tier. They don't use the term paywall.
Nah, tier.
It's
Whatever.
tier. The regular
Potato,
Airborne.
tomato.
I like this quick kick.
Quick kick
Oh,
looks
that
really
quick kick
good.
is sick, dude.
He
Mm.
got
They
the
were-
bar. He got the candy bar.
The Choco Bar. Yeah, man. Oh,
How do you think they're going to?
Anybody remember that commercial jingle?
You think?
No, I don't
I don't
remember.
remember it.
Me either.
Do you think those are going to be bendy or actual chains?
Oh, they'll be bendy. Then I'm not gonna give you.
For
They
the
might.
nunchucks? No
They
way.
might.
No, they're not. That they won't do. I
I'd have been
guarantee.
more impressed if they had
I
removable
would.
shurikens.
I put money that that's just a
So
fucking
wait a
piece of
second.
plastic.
Does he have nipples like Big Boa?
No, I think they said Big Boa was the first with nipples. I don't
That's
see
what I thought.
nipples on
Okay.
him.
Yeah, they said it was the first shirtless
Oh.
buck with nipples that they've made.
All right, so everybody's gonna have to draw it on, if they must have it. I like this a lot.
The Techno Viper in its
I love
original
that helmet.
colors. Yep.
What is that thing colored out next to his leg?
I don't know.
good question.
Possibly a gun that might have been there that they're not giving you now. So they, it looks like it's something they try to
I didn't
to
notice
wipe
that
away.
in the stream.
Me neither. I didn't know it was in the stream, but
No, not till Ricky just said it, and it's
Same-
actually it's very
same.
obvious too.
same. I missed it totally. Also,
Oh, that could be
But-
anything.
exactly. It could be something that that's not they didn't have a picture of ready to put in when they did the render, or something they decided to take out. But this figure still looks really good.
Yeah, maybe it's a little piercing machine for Big Boa.
This one.
This
right?
dude,
This is awesome. Like the
Yeah.
ball, like the pegs that they put on the legs, and then so they put the
Yeah.
rocket launchers on this.
Mhm.
This is going to be a great figure.
What I
And-
thought
Great.
was really cool that Lenny kind of talked past it really quick was how the goggles he has on his face now are actually attached to that hair piece.
Yeah,
Hmm.
So that way it holds nice and snug to his head. And if you
Yep.
want him without the goggles, you put the other hair piece on.
yeah.
Like
And you
that
got
was
all
a
the
pretty
blast
cool idea.
effects to put in the rocket launchers.
And they
Yeah.
were sorry, Eric.
No. I'm just.
Well, they were mentioning the face print under that. They didn't want to, I guess, give away what it is. So it makes me figure he's got some wild, crazy eyes going on.
Probably.
Well, one of them
Crazy eyes.
was it this one that they said had like or was that one of the dreadnoughts that they said had like a smiley face eyeball or something?
That was one of the dreadnoughts.
Okay, we'll get
that
to that one, I
was
guess.
I think it was Ripper.
I just
Yeah,
remember
they
them
did.
saying
They
that
did.
one
They
time.
did say they made a couple modifications to the classic helmet, but I still think it looks
It
good.
looks great. Yeah.
I still think it looks good.
Like considering the original figure and like he was bulky. I had that one, and
I didn't.
going back and watching the Dick cartoon, this character's
It's Deke, you pervert.
Doesn't matter.
Deke. The
This
cartoon
character's
is
like-
ass, but it's made by
this
Deke.
character
Is that the
like,
dude that does the range the range measurements and then
Yes.
go bang?
Yeah,
What's his
Yeah.
name again?
Metalhead.
Metalhead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
His
Now, do you
character's
think
pretty
these-
obnoxious.
Do you are I've never really paid attention on Joe's. Are the ports on the Joe's bigger weapons and stuff? Are they kind of like the Transformers, how you can use them across anybody? Like, will these work with the scrap irons launcher and stuff like that?
I don't
Or are
know.
they-
What do you mean
Specific
the
to-
blast effects?
Yeah, like how they plug
like
into
that.
his stuff.
Oh, they make the blast effects.
I was thinking you meant, like,
specific to whatever
the
they're
wall
doing
pegs.
this for. I mean, they might if they use something the size again, it might. But like with some of the gun blast effects, they'll fit in most of the guns.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah,
for
those-
these,
So
I'm
you
pretty
put
sure
this,
these
like, in
are.
a
Has a larger
bazooka
peg
or
you can
something
see.
like that.
Yeah, those ball
Okay.
pegs for the bazookas. I don't know whether they could adapt to any
Yeah.
other figure
I don't
right
think
now.
so.
But if they do make figures in the future that have that capability, that'd be cool.
But just the option there, like you have the rockets and then you have the whole blast. Like that's great.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Like I can't wait to see the photography for this guy, and then whatever everybody else comes up once we all have it in hand.
Mhm.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
It's a Saturnian kind of feel to it too, with
And-
just attaching everything to them.
They had said during the panel too, like we'd seen this before, but this, I don't know. I like seeing it like this. Then you
That
see
good
Yeah,
everything.
well,
that
I
comes
think
with
all
it
we saw
that
was
you
the
couldn't
picture on
see
the
in
shelf
the-
at the time.
Yeah.
So this is the
Yeah.
first time we're seeing
all the accessories
the two heads and for
and
Mutt.
the explanation of the hands to give the
Mhm.
signal to the dog.
Signals.
Like that's great.
And they gave you 2 goggles, so you don't have to stretch the one
Yep.
over the helmet if you want it over his eyes. Like, that's smart thinking, dude.
I love the dog. The dog is awesome.
Scarlet.
There it is.
The Scarlet I have been waiting for all this time.
The one
All of
everyone
us.
wanted the whole
God
time.
damn.
Mhm.
Well, unless you Brink. Brink doesn't want
Joe-
this one. He's the
Joe,
only
she
one I know
probably
that
does, it's
prefers the
just-
first one.
It's just under the Kevlar. You can't see him, bud.
Now they said that this is no longer Walmart exclusives. That this is
I
gonna
don't.
be-
They didn't
Yeah, they
mention
said it's
anything.
not.
Oh, they did
They
say it's not
mentioned-
Walmart.
Yeah, so
They
it'll be
mentioned
like
anything
Gun Pulse, I
exclusive, yeah.
guess.
Yeah, Pulse thing.
I
Thank
don't know about
God.
other retailers, but
Thank
they
God.
mentioned that it'll be the thicker card stock, so it's not going to be bending up anymore.
Awesome.
Because
Do
the other stuff
do
is
the other
really
ones.
flimsy.
Do the other ones.
And she has
Yes,
two
that's the Bonnet
ponytails.
Rottweiler.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, she has 2 points. You only see one. I guess the other one's already
and they didn't
attached
need
that you
to do
can't
that
see right now.
with the
Yeah, they said the
ponytail.
one like goes over the backpack or something, so you could have her
Yeah.
backpack on and shit like that. Like,
That's
dude,
cool.
that is one thing I've said it before when we've talked about this. You can tell that those GI Joe people give a fuck about GI Joe.
It's just so
Yes, of
great
course.
that when they have their own licensed product
Yeah.
and how much shit they give you. Like this,
Yeah,
like
how
you'll
much
never
more
see
they
this in
can
Star
do.
Wars. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't even see this in Marvel Legends because
No.
they can't. You know, the money is not there
So
for
great.
it.
I mean,
And-
you
and
buy
it-
Star Wars guy, you're lucky you get a gun
hand.
and maybe something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Or you'll get a
Dude,
trigger hand with no gun.
And it's very telling that like they leave Joe's for the last. Like it's like this is their
They know
cash
Joe's
cow now.
has taken. I think Joe has taken over for them
Marvel.
as their number.
Yeah.
As their number
I
one.
think so, dude.
I think somebody even said on the comment thread, like, GI Joe's saving Hasbro's ass.
Oh, I
again
don't
or
want to know
something
about
like
all
that.
this saving shit. Because remember, understand something. We got these lines that we buy. Hasbro makes a shit ton of more toys that we
Of
don't
course.
even look at. So
It's just
you know,
very telling that they leave the Joes for the last.
yeah.
Like,
For
it's just-
this type of stuff,
Yeah.
If you go
the
into
Joes are on top at this point.
if you
Brink,
go into
use
the
a
store
Sharpie.
and you look at the board game aisle and you pay attention, like I'm sure everybody goes into a store
Yeah.
more often than normal people looking for toys. But if you're paying attention, the board games sell out, and
Yeah.
half that shit's Hasbro.
Kids' toys, baby toys, all that stuff. It's all
Play-Doh.
Nerf.
You know,
You know, all that stuff
Yeah.
is Hasbro, man. So
Speaking of Nerf, is anybody going to take time before we go further into GI Joe's explaining to me what the fuck Nerf has to do with Magic the Gathering?
nothing.
And, like,
It's just a
No
gun
one can
design,
tell you
man.
about that.
It's just
It's
a gun
okay.
design.
Stupid
It's a
idea.
Hasbro product. So
Yeah.
I
Sells.
wonder if they'll cancel it like they did the GI Joe Nerf gun.
hopefully.
Here we got GI Vinny.
God no. Damn, he do look like Vinny.
Yeah, we'll have
does.
to get a bicycle for it.
Pencil and mustache.
Where do we get 1/12 bicycle?
to the interwebs. We're going to find one.
Oh,
This
that's
right
good.
here.
This one is a
Zoom in on that
show stealer with
shovel.
that Scarlet.
Can you zoom in on the shovel?
Yeah, I mean I can, but it's not gonna. It's not.
GI
high
Joe,
bars
a real
out.
American hero, and
It's the
Okay.
whole like opening part of the GI Joe theme song. They like put it on the shovel.
Yeah.
Like,
Now
I
is that a
put
new
three-
head sculpt? Is that or
Yes.
is that his? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
they also said they made him a little
Younger.
Buffer.
bulkier
Oh,
Yeah,
bulkier.
buffer.
Okay.
to look a little more heroic.
I just thought that was cool with the shovel, how they did that. They were talking about that during the
It's
live.
like
You,
young.
it's-
Looks like a
it's-
younger face hole too.
I'm not sure about the boots and the legs, but like the upper torso, that's all new.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Cartoon rifle, like I like that. Scarlet had it too.
yeah. They said that these have the cartoon laser
Yeah.
rifles. So
Yeah, I'm hoping that starts sneaking its way into a lot more stuff.
or at the very least, make a
Definitely,
weapons pack. You
nice
know,
Or keep the laser
having
guns
it.
and the retro stuff. And
You know what's going to
other
piss
stuff
me
about
off is
it.
when these things come out and they have that harder card back. It's going to just feel just so much better. It's going to be like I'm going to be like, oh, why can't they do the other ones like this?
it don't matter because I'm opening anyway.
Of course you are.
Just like he did that G1 Grimlock.
And then
This
all the
one right
pre-orders
here?
that went up today. Like I
Oh.
just love the photo shoot that they had for all these. Like I like the darker images.
Dude, this Hawk, man. Dude, that like the jacket, like when they were talking about the jacket and stuff and zooming in on it and stuff like that with all the weathering and the creases and stuff, they were trying to make it look very vintage World War II-y, like he had it for years or gotten it from somebody.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job with Hawk.
Yeah,
And they said
everything
on the badge, it actually says Abernathy on it. They somehow
Yep.
got the print to go that small onto
Mm.
his name
Oh
tag.
wow.
You know, little badges and things like that. Back in the 90s, they did things like that with digital printing. There was a Man-Bat figure in, I think it was Legends of the Dark Knight line, and it has a little badge on there, and it's a Kirk Langstrom
Yeah,
like
it's a
lab
Langstrom.
badge, and
Yeah.
you can,
Mhm.
magnifying glass, you could read everything about him on there.
Mhm.
I always thought that was really cool. Yeah, nice touch. That I'm surprised we don't see more stuff like that. And this is what you were talking about, Ricky, where he has a little happy face on his eye.
Yeah, like I
But
guess
I
one of
don't
his
have
eyeballs is
I
like a
didn't get a
fake
picture
eye,
of that.
kind of like Last Action Hero. That guy
Yeah.
has a smiley face eye.
Yeah, I'm just so
Have a
glad
nice day.
that we're finally getting more dreadnoughts that I could
Yeah.
finish putting on that damn shelf.
We just need a torch.
Monkey Wrench to come with his.
I don't know this
Love this
character, but
pose,
this
too.
figure looks great.
Yeah.
Helix. I know her from the IDW comics. She was a pretty good character in there. She was kind of like, if I remember correctly, kind of running with Snake Eyes a lot.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
All the accessories. Those little like sword arm things that clip on.
Mhm.
I thought
It's
that was a
freaking
little goofy,
amazing.
but you know,
Just amazing how
Fine.
much shit this stuff comes with.
yeah.
But they were going on about how you could cross swap the C clips onto other figures and use
Yeah.
the swords
Mhm.
on other people and stuff. This one right here might be an
Shockwave.
army builder. Like you could just build a whole
Could be. I
SWAT
mean, it
team out of
could
these bad
be.
boys.
Yeah.
I was watching the stream and Audrey, they say Shockwave. Audrey's like, that's not a transformer. Right away.
It's supposed to be purple.
Yeah, dude, that's so cool. And if like somebody takes time to put LEDs
that a
in
riot
in the
shield?
lights, yes.
That's awesome.
And if somebody some customizer is going to take time to put lights in that shield so that they're actively working.
yeah.
That'd be badass.
That's cool.
Definitely.
And I like the utility knife. You know, it's not just a basic ass knife; it's an actual utility knife with the pry bar and stuff built into it. I thought that was a pretty cool touch.
And he's also got a regular knife on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him both.
Mm.
I'm gonna get you.
I love these dreadnoughts.
Yeah, they've been doing such a good job.
Like, they knocked it out with these guys.
I know the
Dreadnoughts
guy-
to me have
I-
always looked like proud YMCA members.
Man,
Uh-oh.
they look like some
Get
folks I
canceled.
see down here in the
Sorry.
trailer
Sorry
parks
for that
in
statement.
Florida.
I just thought about it as I said
If
it.
your YMCA's in a swamp,
Y'all always talk shit about Florida Man, but y'all want to buy a whole set of Florida Man action figures because that's
Yes,
the
yes.
dreadnought.
There you go.
Right.
There you go. Tell
Now
him, Ricky.
Right.
this is
That's where I'm at.
this blew me
Yes.
blew my mind when I saw this. And I'm not even gonna sit there and say it's because I think it's so great. I just think the idea of what they did here. So these are based off of the original Joes from the 60s, the 12-inch
Okay.
figures.
Yeah, the 12
That's
inch
cool.
ones.
And they obviously they're not exact copies. They,
Yeah.
but they're based off of them, made them classified. You can army build these, and you can tell Valaverse goes, ha ha, because that's what exactly Hasbro's doing here. They're telling Valaverse,
Is that a cloth? Is that a cloth like
Yes.
backpack?
It's a
Yes.
raincoat.
Plastic, except for the poncho. The poncho is soft goods. The rain poncho is actually soft goods.
The backpack's not a soft good thing.
No,
It
no,
looks
the
like
poncho
so,
is.
it looks really good.
they said you can take all the little pouches off of his vest
That's cool.
and put and configure them in different ways.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It has like
this
an
is-
actual working molly system on it. It's pretty crazy.
Look at that fucking hand cannon. It's like the
50
size of
cal.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because I remember the old GI Joes. It was always you had the Army, you had Navy, and what they had an Air Force one, and then they did the Space Guy. I think not too long after
Dude, I
that.
just love that the clips that come out of the guns and shit. That's pretty cool too.
I'm
That's
definitely
been happening for a
I
while.
know, but I just
Okay.
I just find it so cool that they still
Yeah.
like it's just that shit.
Don't you
When I,
collect Mezco?
when I
Yeah, I
grab this
know.
one, give that 50 cal to Roadblock
Yep.
if he needs it.
Mhm.
Yes, he does.
And then
And
we got
this one
that
right here,
diver.
man. Woo. God, I'm getting at
Is
least
this
two of
Scuba
each one
Steve?
of these. Yes, it's Scuba Steve and Swimming
Scuba Steve.
Sam.
Swimming
You
Sam,
can have both.
Deep Diver Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get two of each one of these because you can build.
I think that's a Stannis one. Corey, can you go
Yeah, they're
back to the other
GI Joe
figure?
stands. They're the stands. You can see the star and the peg
Hang
right here
on.
on this one.
I have to click back on the.
I think I can see the star on this one.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
a star
it is.
peg.
Their stance. Yeah, their stance.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. What is that? Is that a sword? Like with
Where the fuck
crocodile
are you getting
teeth?
swords from? No,
What?
dude,
No,
that's
the bullets.
Oh, that's
goddamn
what bullets.
bandolier with bullets.
That's
What are you
the
I
belt
can't
fucking
for
talking
the.
about?
Oh,
Fucking dumb.
dumb.
He's like
Did
real
you
world
really
army
ask
action
if
guy,
that's a
sword with crocodile teeth on it. That's exactly the accessory goes with it.
Come on, that's cool.
It was until you said that. Now it's kind of dumb.
Oh,
Wow.
But yeah,
Jesus
that
God, that's some offending joke, collectors.
Also
that's
wanted
Scooter
to
T1. I want that.
just to touch on this real quick. Pipeline reveals. Even Metalhead, they had mentioned Metalhead as a pipeline reveal, but they did show us a picture of Metalhead. But they're also doing the Night Creepers,
Ooh,
Naugahyde with his pig.
Well, they said multiple. Like they kept implying like it's going to be more than just the pig.
Oh, what if he comes with the kangaroo?
Would you be
Retro
mad?
Beachhead. We're getting our retro card Beachhead.
Yes.
A retro carded eel. A retro carded snow serpent, and one that I think kind of just slid under the radar because she ran this list so fast was the ferret.
The ferret.
And
I
if
missed that. I didn't
for
hear it say
those who
that.
don't know what the ferret is, it is like the little Cobra ATV.
Mhm.
So it's another little
Oh
vehicle
yeah,
that
yeah,
they're
yeah,
making.
yeah.
It's like their mongoose, right?
hmm
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think this Joe
I'm,
line is just
I'm so
getting
excited.
better and better and better right now. I am thrilled. I am all in. They have me by my nutsack, and they're
Now
not
sell
letting
your
go.
Star Wars figures. Get them out.
I'm about to get rid of all
He's
my
already
Star
been
Wars
talking
sets.
about it, dude. Like he
I've been
literally
talking about it
look
for
at.
weeks. Like,
Get
He's
them
like they're
out.
laying down. They're
Yo.
fucking laying down. They won't even
I
stand
can
up
put
anymore.
more
I want
Joes
them
on
to fuck
that
out of here.
shelf. Get rid of these shits. I can get more. I can put more Joes on that shelf.
Hey,
More
E,
Joes.
you got a Plo Koon?
Oh, he's already shopping. He's already shopping. Look at
I
this.
either have Plo Koon or a Kit Fisto in my box. I have to
They're
check.
not
I
the
don't remember
same.
which one.
It's
I
in a
know, but I don't
box,
remember which
Bert.
one I have.
He
I
doesn't
don't remember
love
which
it.
one I have.
Doesn't need it.
I don't remember which one it is.
Okay, so my neighbor is saying there was also a Cobra character named Ferret. It might not necessarily be the vehicle.
Hmm.
I don't
True.
know how accurate that is, but that's what he put over there. So
Don't I know the vehicle? I don't know a character by the name.
I want a ferret. I just
Yeah,
want
when
a
I
ferret.
if I look up Go
It's
Cobra
it's a
Ferret,
giant
I see it
ferret.
only.
Stop
Give me a
reminding
giant
me
ferret.
you're
Yeah.
neighbor, if there's not a character named Ferret, guess who's getting booted out all the chat groups?
You are.
You,
Probably.
Ricky, because you're guilty by association.
I'm
Yes,
good with
there you
that.
go.
Then I'll have to talk to y'all but once every other week.
Look at that. My weekend friend.
So Mamo, he doesn't fit on the shelf. I got a bunch of Black Series figures packed away in a box because they don't fit on the one shelf I'm allotting Star Wars.
Because
So,
the front line knocks all the rest of them down, so they take up
it's
3 times the amount of
they're all
space.
good. They're all going to get sold. I just don't got the patience right now to dig them out and get the weapons all separated.
All
and
the
shit.
Jedi are dead.
Looks
Put
like
them in a
leaving it at your
box.
shelf.
It looks like the Jedi Academy the day after Anakin went by.
Sabina's our new hope.
No, and I know we were touching on this a little earlier, but it's amazing to see what you can do when you own your property and you're not paying these licensing fees.
Mhm.
You're getting so much more for your money, as opposed to like the Star Wars set with Star Killer, 3 figures, $110.
Two of them
and
are just reissues.
and 2 of them are
Damn.
reissues.
And they're the old. Gord, didn't you say they're the old Buck stormtroopers too? It's not even
No.
like the new
No,
modern
they're
ones.
the new ones.
They're the new ones,
No.
yeah. They're the
But
new
like,
ones.
look, I'm holding up a clone trooper. When you buy a Hasbro clone trooper, this is what you get.
Yeah.
This is it. There's no more.
Yeah.
That's all you're gonna get.
And I again,
You don't get
that's-
his lunch tray. You don't get his.
and I think another
Lunch
thing
tray. What a
that we
dickhead,
might
Tom.
I don't know how this works. People who might know more of this, but since Starkill is a video game thing, are you also now paying a license fee to EA on top of Disney?
No.
Why not? Why wouldn't you have to pay if they own the game?
No, I don't think that they do.
Yeah, well-
let me double check because I don't remember if when that was made that was EA.
It was EA because I know it's on the EA. It's on the
I think it's EA. Yeah.
EA Pass for GameStop.
They might-
the Xbox Game Pass.
I
Gord,
guess
I
if
It
they
just
was an
sent
have
you a
EA
rights,
picture.
if they
game.
have rights to it now, then that's all that matters. Yeah, so I get your point.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like,
Yeah.
or is it still just you're paying Disney the license and that's it? I don't know how that works because that's possibly another reason why three figures $110 because now you're mixing in
License, yeah.
Gord, I just sent you a
licensing fee.
picture from the neighbor.
I don't know how it works
But
with
then they've
like
done
the
other, but then
licensing in
they've done
terms
other
of the
gaming
video
figures,
game,
right?
but
Yeah, they do a
Gaming
bunch of
crates,
gaming
yeah, they
figures.
do the
Yeah,
gaming
so
crates
well, I,
from GameStop, yeah.
you know,
but when they do that stuff, like at least in terms of Force Unleashed, because that stuff was also like a comic and a book and stuff, and
mhm.
license or not, like let's say that Sam Witwer never signed his likeness over, and they did make a deal with him. It's possible they've had his likeness the whole time
Yeah.
because they did have 3 3/4 figures, but they could have always said this is that character from this book instead.
Yeah.
It's
Did you
clearly a
guys
video game.
did
But
you
just
guys catch that Brian saying like
Yeah.
they talked
Yeah, they
about Super
did.
7
Because
and
the line is trash and they don't want to deal with it, so they're giving the Super. Here, buy Super 7 so we can stop making this shit. That's all it is. It's trash. That's all.
Well, I
You
think
think?
also Power, I
You
think
think
also
they're
Power
killing it?
Rangers. I think this season that's running, they said is the last season of Power Rangers. So it's the storyline I think is about to be dead. So they're just trying to wash their hands of all of it.
Yeah, they didn't promote Super 7 Joes.
It was
Yeah,
LucasArts at
Power
the
Rangers
time,
still
but they
going
also
on.
worked with other developers, and I think they did for that game. I can't think of the name. I was going to look it up, but he pointed
Like
out that
Super
EA
7.
just had the license rights anyway.
Well, I think they do because I know
Now
the
there's
Force
Lucas
Unleashed.
Games
I think
again, though.
Do they have Super 7 like the Power Rangers on Pulse like website? Do they sell it? Like
I
do they
thought that's
sell?
what they were saying
When they saying that?
to go do.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, they did not show any Indiana Jones, did they?
No,
Nope.
they did
They
not.
didn't even mention Indiana Jones. Not even talked about.
Mm.
No time for love at Dr. Jones. No time for love.
Did
Indy
they?
is dead.
Because one of the press releases did mention Ghostbusters, but I don't remember seeing it. Was that in there somewhere?
no, there was
Brink,
nothing mentioned. There's
'Cause
no
it
mention of
okay.
Ghostbusters either.
Because
Not
I know
gonna
it
get
came
Brink,
out
I
with the
their
think you're right,
panel.
time.
Brink.
I didn't know if it got baked in somewhere else.
Yeah, no, they wasted their time on Magic the Gathering and D&D.
Yeah,
And
Magic the Gathering Nerf guns, just like every little boy and girl's always wanted.
yes.
It's been
I
making the Christmas, lists for
I
the last
pre-ordered
30
5
years.
of them.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
No Crystal Skull for Indiana Jones.
No.
Or in monkeys.
But no, yeah, I am super impressed with this Joe line.
Yeah, I really think that they're when you're putting it at the end and the love that they put into it. I know they do the diorama shots with other lines. Like I don't know. I know I've seen it for Marvels, but like Star Wars, I don't know if they do those
Black
diorama
series
shots.
get the black background.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's
right?
funny, like you can see the enthusiasm from
Yeah,
the Joe
so much
team, right?
love.
You can even though Marvel Legends aren't on the same level as what we're getting with Joe, you can still though see that Dan, Dwight, and them they do love Marvel Legends.
hmm
So they try to give us what they can. I don't feel that same when I watch the Star Wars guys. I
No.
think they're either drunk high to get through this panel or they just look miserable.
That one guy, the one skinny dude that's always on the end,
I
man.
can't. I don't want.
It feels like a life affirmation coach, like a Tony Robbins guy. He's like,
Yeah,
"Come
like,
on, guys, aren't
I
you
don't-
excited about this? Woo!" And I'm like,
he's
"Dude,
like
you
a
need to
used
fucking
car
relax."
salesman trying to sell me like a
Yes.
fucking like.
But he's trying to
a
sell it to
lemon.
the team live on the fucking PulseCon. Like if you watch it,
Dude,
he's
I
trying to
know
sell it
this
to
is-
them.
I know this is a piece of shit. Shut up. Your enthusiasm ain't helping me.
That's an interesting point, Brink. I mean I wasn't around when MP first started, so I would
I
leave
don't.
that to
I
some of
agree
you
with what he's
guys
saying there.
who have been there for all this time.
Oh yeah, MP like when it first started was getting all the love. Yeah, back in the day.
I just wanted to share this one quickly. The Black Series, it's always black background, but like, look at that. They put a nice white line on there to make it look shiny. That's about all the photo editing that they did in there.
Somebody has to cut her bangs.
It
She
doesn't
can't
look like hair.
Wow.
It looks like she's wearing a mop.
It's got like an umbrella.
Give me a sec.
Like, it looks like a helmet. It's fucking terrible.
God.
But yeah. Transformers does do diorama pictures. a little bit.
Yeah,
Or at least
yeah,
has a
like,
nice background.
yeah,
to-
yeah. I
to
think
what
That
they
it's
that is one of the things I did like is where they brought that guy Matt out, have him showing how he does his photo taking, and the
photography.
breakdowns and all
Yeah,
that. I
I
thought
mean,
that was
I'd
pretty
rather.
cool.
I could care less. They'll show me more toys, but whatever.
Show more toys down the
Show me more
pipeline.
toys. Yeah,
Get me
I
deeper.
want to. I want to know what's coming out for the next 5 years. Give me the list.
Show me the
Give me the
clog.
list.
I want to get to the clog.
Yeah. At what point am I getting my snowcat? That's all I care about at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah, that's deep in the pipeline.
Brink, you're exactly right. That's where I was trying to figure out what that face looks like. It's the chick from Dark Crystals. He's 1000% right. That's what it was. It was digging at the back of my brain. Thank you, Brink. That's been bothering me all day. Good job.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
Dyed her wet mop on her fucking head.
That girls, they're making Dark Crystal figures now.
They're sneaking them in.
Hiding it in
slowly.
the Star Wars line.
That's it.
Yeah,
Oh, she's dead next episode anyway, so who cares?
maybe.
Well, I sent the picture to both of y'all. Now I'll just say it out loud about the ferret.
Yeah,
figure.
no, I saw.
I was trying to get you
I'm
to put on here because we were talking about it on here. That's why I sent it to y'all. So there is a G.I. Joe named Ferret, not just a vehicle.
Damn it!
Okay. What are they from? Like what year?
Oh, I
G.I.
don't know.
Joe.
I don't know what year. I'll try. I'll look more into it later.
They're from G.I. Joe.
I don't remember this character at all, so
It might have been one of them weird ones, like what's her name?
they're all weird, dude.
Glory or whatever, where it was only like available in Argentina or some shit. Like it might have been one of those type things.
Yeah, liven it up. There's no danger.
Liver attack.
You know, somebody got stabbed with a lightsaber, the most dangerous thing I could think of, and you're just, walk it off. It's all
So
right.
Brian, they're gonna hold hands and sing a song. You wait.
Yeah. You're gonna hold hands with the Guardians of the Galaxy and use the power of friendship and magicness to
Yes.
just save the universe?
So,
Of course. All right, so anything you guys have anything else for PulseCon?
No. I mean, if people want to know about Transformers, you got more waffles next.
waffles.
Red waffle, blue waffle?
Red waffle. Blue. Go Google blue waffles if you really
Blue-
want to know what you saw today.
I want blueberry
PulseCon.
waffles. Give me blueberry waffles. Oh God.
They're wasting the Dungeons and Dragons line.
I like to talk about we spoke about with the court. Like I'm happy that they're doing like the animated line, but like, come on, man, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it better than what you did before. Like, so it's like they are looking again. Like, the Prime was looking good, but the Bumblebee looks like shit. The regular like it's a cartoon. Like it was an animated series. The figures look animated. It's like you really need to get those lines right, but. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what. I know that the freaking what was that? The Prowl looked horrible. The Bumblebee's horrible, and then the only one that I thought looked somewhat decent was the Prime, but not doing any justice for that awesome freaking cartoon series.
No.
Showing no love, no love.
No. I mean, it's just reinterpretation to an extent.
Yeah, I know, but
Like the rest of the line. I mean, you get Tasmania Kid in there. That's kind of neat from Beast Wars too.
yes, the Beast
I
Wars
think
are killing it. I
But are
think
they
they're
going to
killing
make
it.
anything else from that? Like,
Yeah.
You got Leo Convoy so far. That was it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think anything else. If they wanted to start making the Decepticons out of that one, I'll be interested.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Some of even like if they even made some figures that they never made too from the animated series, that would be cool. But
yeah.
you know,
I mean, like, yeah, figure. Look, what do they got to do? Bulkhead and Ratchet, and then
Yep.
you have like the main crew is done.
it's done. Yeah.
But yeah,
Some of those
Maybe
later,
make-
like season 3 characters that never came
Yeah.
out. That'd be cool. Look at your Grimlock. What happened?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought
you
you
gonna say
broke
what?
it.
You break his face?
Broke
or
the jaw
something?
already.
All right, so I think we're ready to get out of here. E, where can everybody find you?
Me, Grimlock.
You guys can find me on Facebook, Erica Spada. You can find me on Instagram, EE202020, and you can find me here every other night. And that's about it.
RTT, where can we find you?
Here every other Friday and in the realm.
Ooh.
OPP.
Dom.
You can find me just lurking around, you know. I do pop up here and there.
Like the bushes out front, or like what do you mean?
Yeah, well, you know, your Facebook bushes, if you want to say. But you'll see me at a convention, hopefully this year. Oh, like next year, because I missed a lot this year.
Yeah, stop scheduling cruises.
Yeah, I missed a lot this year.
Real quick before you get to Derek, because I got to step away like 2 minutes early before you guys. I got to get something. There will be a live hangout tonight. Just stay tuned for the link, guys. All right, I got to step away real quick. I'll be back. Just end the show without me, and I'll put up the link when I'm done.
Oh, don't say that. I hit that button. Derek.
I dare you to hit it right now.
You said what?
Happy birthday.
What'd you say, Ricky?
I dare Gordon to hit the button right now.
Oh,
Ricky,
birthday
can't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
He's done it to me. Why are you better than me? He's literally done it to me before.
Because we don't like you.
Everybody gets a turn.
You can find
that
your
sounds
boy
about right.
Derek Bigsby on your Book of Faces. You can also find me on Instagram as Derek What B. You can also find me here every other Friday for the Realmhattan Project and on our pop-up shows. Do you even transform, bro? Or right out the box. How was that?
Should have a show to keep it in the box.
And I'm Gort. You can find me here Friday nights every other week. Local toy shows, New Jersey. And yeah, we're out of here. I want to hit that button.
Hit it.
Say it with me now. Round.